Hello and welcome back to our mini-series on emotional regulation strategies. Today we are talking about listing loves, which we're going to get into in a second, but we're coming to the end of this mini-series if you're watching these sessions in order. This is session number 9, so we've only got 2 more to go. So let's get into today's session. Listing loves then, what is it all about? So really we're thinking about practicing gratitude. The listing love strategy is going to involve you making a list of things that you love or you're feeling really grateful for in your life. And that could be people, places, positive experience or wins that you've had, perseverance, so times that you've overcome challenge recently, and your passions, things that you're feeling very strongly about, hobbies you love, anything like that. So these are what I call my 5 Ps: people, places, positives, perseverance and passions. Anything that really brings you, joy, satisfaction, connection, love, positivity into your life. And what that's going to do is it's going to help us shift our focus away from negative thoughts and worries and towards positive aspects of our lives. And that again is going to foster that sense of gratitude and contentment ultimately. So to practice this strategy, really simple: to set aside a few minutes to reflect on things you love or appreciate. You could write them down if you wanted to. You might want to create a bit of a digital list in your phone or on your computer, or you might even just mentally recite them to yourself. Now, what's important is that you're really specific and detailed in your list. You want to focus on the qualities or the aspects of each thing that you love or that brings you joy or fulfillment. Don't just say, oh, I love my partner, or that positive was that I don't know, all the traffic lights were green on the way to school. Don't just sort of state it and then move on. Sit with it, think about it, feel it, imagine it, visualize it. Really try and bring that positive or that gratitude to real life in your mind. And the way that this is going to work is it's going to leverage what we call the power of gratitude to shift your perspective and mood. We now know that from a neuroscience perspective, we can literally rewire the brain with neuroplasticity to almost override to some extent our inbuilt negativity bias and focus more on the positives by practicing something like gratitude. So by consciously focusing on those things that you love or you're grateful for, you're going to activate neuro pathways associated with positive emotions and well-being. And that over time is going to lead to a change literally in your brain chemistry, which is crazy to imagine, but that's going to link to increased production of neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, which we know are linked to those feelings of happiness and contentment. And again, by sort of listing those loves, we're encouraging that mindfulness and that present moment awareness. And it's going to direct your attention to how abundant your life is and how many things you do have to be grateful and thankful for. And that's going to help you to cultivate that greater sense of appreciation for not what's happening at work or not what's going to come up in the future, but for the here and the now. And like I said, by literally practicing this regularly, you can literally rewire the brain to seek out and acknowledge those positive aspects. Now, of course, there are a few things to consider, as always. It can be really simple and it can be really effective, but we need to make sure that we are being sincere and authentic with it. If you're just sitting down thinking, oh, got to think about something I love, and you're just writing down 3 things and not really feeling it and not really sitting with that emotion, it's not going to have the positive impact on your brain and your body. So we want to take that time to really think deeply on the things that you genuinely love or appreciate in your life, rather than just kind of going through the motions with it. That's the most important thing to say.